Gabe, you guys have given up some running yards the last couple of weeks, last two games. Is that a concern going into a game like this?
It definitely is. It's something that it's something that we've been working on, focusing on. It's something that players have took more initiative on. So we're gonna get right to it today. Nip it in the bud. Georgia's a great running team. That's a great running back. So it's something that we definitely need to fix and control more.
Gabe, can you just talk about chance to go against state teams?
Yeah. This game is real important. It's the next game. Of course, we've been doing this one game at a time mentality since week one. Coach put an emphasis on it and players have bought into it. It's the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From a personal standpoint, I've yet to beat Georgia. There's a lot of guys who yet to beat Georgia, except for that, the senior class, I think. But guys are more focused and locked in. I believe our focus level had to go up, facing Arkansas and Tennessee, because if you look forward to Georgia and Alabama, then we could have been sitting here with 3 losses instead of 1. So, I praise the guys, experienced or unexperienced, for really locking in and getting us to this point where we can finally get here, enjoy the moment. But it's all that put aside. It's another week, I think it's week 11. Guys have showed, that we've been able to, persevere, push through. So, ain't no stopping now.
You see a change in Coach Gardner this week, going to Georgia week?
The week really doesn't start until about today. During workouts today, guys kind of brought it up. The coach might be a little over. I don't know if he can get more over the edge than he already is, to be honest. But if he can, then bring it on. I know he's gonna feel some way about it. But him being a true Auburn man, I know nothing's gonna overdo that. So I'm sure he's looking at it as just still being back.
Gabe, I know you came out the same year as Georgia signed the training team class. Isaiah was a part of that. Was there ever a chance that you were going to be part of that class?
It was. My sophomore year, Georgia was my #1 team coming out, and there's pretty much no doubt then, that I wanted to be a Bulldog. But with them switching D coordinators, I didn't really want to be a 3-4 guy, and just some other issues, junior, senior, so it didn't work out for me.
Did you know a lot of those guys well though in that class?
Oh yeah.
Do you still talk to them very often, or?
It's been a while. Still follow guys on Twitter, but I wouldn't say we had a, I wouldn't say we're on a texting or calling, basis. So.
You happy with your choice now?
Without a doubt, never wavered.
Gabe, talk about you guys' second half defense has been really strong. What do you need to do to come out of the gate playing like that?
I would say it's more of it's definitely on the players. We're as empty as anybody, from the hotel meeting until traveling to the stadium until coming out. So I'm not sure if it's a mental. More than anything, I'd probably say it is going to be focused. Maybe we got to lower that amp. Maybe we got to lower, getting so hype and really focus on our keys at first. We always know the first drive or the first couple of drives are going to be already pre-programmed by the offensive coordinator. So, but I'm not going to say we have a bend but don't break mentality. But coach is talking about some of the series, and teams go 12 series throughout the game and only have a field goal, 1 touchdown, 5 punts. That's actually a good defense. Of course, we want to work on the total yards per game.
What do you think about Ty Gurley?
He's a great back, without a doubt. One of the top 3 backs in the SEC.
And physical.
Oh yeah. He's a big back. He brings his challenges. Just like any other, but definitely a top 10 back in this conference.
Can you talk about how much it helps playing at home in a game like this, in a big game like this?
I couldn't think of a way to finish out our regular season and the final 2 at home. We've been blessed to have Georgia again back this year. So we got one of the top crowds in the country. There's no doubt. I know the fans will come out, be supportive. They've been supportive up until now. So I just really can't wait.
What have you seen from the teammates, your fellow Jordan natives? Is there an elevated kind of sense of urgency at this point?
Sunday was a real good practice, but like I said, I really won't know until after today, after Wednesday. That's when you put the pads on. You get a more of a feel. Like I said, it's week 11. Guys haven't we really haven't been looking ahead too much, you know. But I really want to get a good enough feel to after today and tomorrow practice.
What about just kind of talking amongst yourselves, you know, hanging out with the apartment or something like that? You all kind of talk about where y'all are at right now and kind of the intensity of it?
I mean, like Angelo's my roommate, you know, and you'll be surprised, and we can be doing homework, or, you know, on a video game, whatever, and you know, sometimes it'll come up randomly. But as a whole, I feel like we're so tight knit. You know, we know looking ahead can only be a danger for us. I mean, I appreciate Coach Miles for really putting that emphasis on one game at a time, because I mean, I wouldn't say we're the most inexperienced, but you know, we still are a young team, and it's very easy to look ahead. Especially when you know, you really only have those seniors who've been able to experience, you know, that, you know, being really, really successful, you know, considering, you know, that 2010 year. So coming off 3-9, you know, guys can really be weak to being 9-1, you know, and looking ahead. But I wouldn't say we waver too much.
Gabe, did you talk about the job Elijah Davis done as a true freshman, playing D and then D-tackle?
I mean, I can't say enough about the guy. I can't say enough about all the freshman guys. I remember I did an interview before. The only thing ever holding them back was mental, and those guys are locked in, week in, week out, you know, put in the work. So Elijah Carr, mine, I mean, those guys finally get a chance, you know, to show, you know, what we've already been seeing in practice each day. It was only mental for them, and you know, they finally locked in enough to do it.
Gabe,
Elijah in particular, how much potential does he have?
The sky's the limit. I mean, if the sky's not the limit, then, you know, there's footsteps on the moon. I mean, Elijah's as talented as they come. If you believe in the 5 stars, and I mean, he would be a 5-star. So the only thing holding him back, or what's holding him back, like I said, is our mental. From a physical standpoint, he's there in the SEC, and to be that way as a D lineman in the SEC is not easy. So I mean, I give him all the praise and glory. I mean, he deserves it.
Gabe, obviously you guys practice against the read option with Nick, but to see them execute as well as they have the last 3 to 4 games, what's that been like for the defense to see them just really get it going?
I believe it was the first scrimmage where Nick was live and the quarterbacks were live. You know, we were able to see them do some really good things. I mean, I guess you could never know. I mean, being here for my freshman year, you know, the read option was actually, you know, successful. So, and it's successful elsewhere. I mean, it's hard to say that I'm just going to, you know, just instantly believe that, you know, my offense would run for 400, 500 yards and be top, be top tier. But I mean, anytime you can have an offense, you know, that can help the defense out, you know, I mean, it's tremendous, and it goes vice versa. You know, I remember it was early in the year, Nick threw a pick, and I came to him, I said, you know, we're gonna get it right back, and that's what we did. And I just feel like, you know, the best offense is a good defense, and, you know, vice versa. So, but I'm definitely proud of the way those guys have been run the ball.
Gabe, how much, like, when you go home, do you get like good-natured ribbing about the fact that you mentioned you haven't beat Georgia yet?
Say again.
How much do you hear about that from people when you go back to Columbus about being 0-2 against Georgia?
Being 0-2.
Being 0-2 against, because you brought up just not having beat them yet.
Yeah.
Do people kind of get like rib you some about that?
For this season, I remember talking about, you know, what we want to do, what we want to change. I remember telling them it was hard to go home and wear some of our AU gear, you know, because of coming 3-9, you know, and it's not so much that people just, you know, look at the Georgia game, but it was just as a whole. But I mean, so from that standpoint, you know, it's just been a totally new mentality for us. You know, we want to take pride, you know, in AU, of course, take pride on the name in front of the jersey. So, and I haven't been home since the season started. So I mean, that's definitely on my mind as of, you know, this point.
What about regardless of head-to-head, but just when leading up in the season in August, people were probably looking at Georgia as a national championship contender. Now it's you guys. Were you hearing a lot about that, just the success of the two teams?
Well, I know we weren't ranked. Coach G says all the time, you know, guys, you know, I'm not sure what we were at the beginning of the season, but I think, like I said, I mean, it takes the mentality of going week by one, you know, to do it. There's no doubt last year, I know guys believed in themselves. I mean, you can put whatever excuses there are on it, but I know we always had talent. It was just about if guys are going to buy into the coaches, and, you know, and vice versa, and the confidence levels through the roof on this team this year.